to be with you guys. I'm Eric Pidigo. Welcome to the Eric Pidigo Show here on ericpidigo.com. Also simulcasting, as always, on the Basement Radio Network, basementradio.net, BRN. Good to be here with you. It's Wednesday. It's been kind of a long day, so I'm a little tired and a little out of it. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but we're still going to do this. We've got so much to talk about and so much to get to. I mean, for the love of God, we just had week 1 in the NFL. That just happened. It really did. And I don't know about you guys, but I was way off on a lot of things. Anyhow, I'll try to pull it together this week, and maybe my predictions will come true. We'll see how it goes. You know, week 1, a lot of people get really worked up about, week 1 and start giving up on their teams, their fantasy teams, their real teams, and it's just too early to do that. It's just, and it's hard. I even have to control myself. I have one bad week where none of my guys perform, and I'm ready to ship them all off. You can't do that. You have to just hang on. They'll come around. Everybody will come around. It's early. It's week 1. There's a long season ahead of us, so just be patient. We'll get there. Don't worry. My friends Mike and Elwood in the chat room, not appreciating my musical selection before the show gets started. What's up with that, man? I was just playing a little music. I like to start off every show with just kind of like a humorous song, just kind of something to lighten the mood. Because let's face it, I sit here and talk for an hour and a half. So, just kind of loosen everybody up a little bit. And that's what I like to do. I like funny songs. I like entertaining stuff. So that's what I do. I play it before every show. And this week, it was the ever-popular Inside of You song from the Forgetting Sarah Marshall soundtrack, if you ever seen that hilarious movie. Last week, I played a song called Liquor and Whores, which is sang by Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys. And if you guys have never seen the Trailer Park Boys, you're missing out. It is my favorite show on TV right now. What? That doesn't make any sense, Mike. Oh, Kanye? All right, doing the Kanye. Hey, we're going to talk a little bit about Kanye. Anybody see that? While most of us were watching football, Kanye West was again making a spectacle out of himself at an award show. Anybody see that? I'm sure you did by now. You've at least seen it on the internet. And we're going to get into sports because that's what I do. I do a sports talk show. Apparently not well enough to win a Bammy Award, but I do a sports talk show. But if you missed it, Kanye West at the VMAs hops on stage after I think Taylor Swift wins Best Female Video. I don't know what it is because I was watching football like a man. But I guess Kanye gets on stage and grabs the mic and says, Taylor, I'm happy for you and I'm going to let you get your time, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. And obviously there was just a smattering of boos and no one was happy with Kanye. And he's been getting blasted everywhere you turn ever since that happened. All over the internet, all over just TV and the radio, everyone is just slamming Kanye West. And it's like, to me, yeah, that was an incredibly rude thing to do, but it's Kanye. And I love Kanye's music. I'm a huge fan. He has not made an album that I haven't, owned and really enjoyed. I love Kanye as an artist. As a person, he's an a-hole. But I knew that before this happened, so I'm not surprised by this, and I'm not worked up because I would rather have Kanye as an a-hole, but releasing great CDs, over not having him around. And everybody's like, oh, I hate Kanye. I'm never going to listen to his music again. No, I like it. I like his music just fine. And I know he's a jerk. He always has been. I'm not surprised. And that didn't surprise me. Everybody's all been out of shape about this. Oh, come on. Not that big of a deal. I mean, it was rude, and it was, Taylor Swift, it was like her first time getting an award or something, and it was her moment, and he ruined it. Yeah, that's fine. But Taylor Swift is young, rich, and famous. She will have plenty more moments in her life. It's nothing to get too upset about. We gotta... I mean, it's like we should... It's like we should set him up in the firing line and just... people are so mad about this. He's the worst guy ever. You are immediately going to hell when you die because of this. He goes on Jay Leno. Jay's giving him the business. What would your mother think, Kanye? Oh, come on. Lay off. Yeah, he's a jerk. That's what he is. Is anybody surprised? Oh, that Kanye was a really real class act, and he's always polite and humble and modest, and I have no idea where this came from. Come on. Get real. My homie Big TJ in the chat room. What up, man? He a couple shows ago, TJ was my co-host, and he plans on coming back in. He says next week he'll be back in. So we're looking forward to that. We had a good time. TJ and I did a good show, I thought. You can catch it as you can catch all of our shows either on my webpage or just on our Ustream account. I record all the shows, so yeah, you can watch them. Always archived. Before we really get into football, we'll talk a little bit about Week 1. We're going to talk about... Oh, jeez. You know what I want to do. I want to play this for you. All right. And Mike, I'm not going to take calls tonight, man. Sorry. I got this phone, and it's like a loaner phone, and it's all kind of crazy. And my call-ins aren't really working that well. So as soon as I get a new phone, I'll start taking call-ins again. But right now, I'm not trying to mess with this phone. I do want to play this for you. A guy named Ellis Langster. All right, he plays for the Buffalo Bills. I think he's a cornerback. Apparently, he has somewhat of a stuttering problem. And I heard this first on Free Beer and Hot Wings. And that's a show that's syndicated. I think they're out of Michigan, and they pick it up on WQLZ here in town. And I listen to it every morning. It's the best morning show. It really is. I mean, until Colin Cowherd gets on at 9 o'clock, it's the best thing to listen to in the mornings. And since I know that I'm affiliated with 1450, however, I'm not on the payroll, so I'm allowed to come and say things like this. I'm allowed to say that I listen to another station and that I like it and that it's better than what's on any other station. Other than that, though, other than when Free Beer and Hot Wings is on, QLZ is awful. I mean, the absolute worst. As a matter of fact, let me just put this out here. And if you're not from around here, then you're going to be like, huh? But the local radio programming around here is crap. And it really is. It's bad. QLZ's awful. They've been playing the same music since the 90s, and they're still trying to say this rocks, but it's all crap. It's not. Nickelback doesn't rock, all right? Hinder does not rock. Papa Roach sucks. I mean, all these bands are awful. All these bands are absolutely terrible. And then 96.7 switched from, classic rock, and they were going to do new rock. But it wasn't going to be QLZ. It was going to be new rock, But now they play all the same crap QLZ does. So it's two of the same exact stations that no one listens to. Because nobody likes that kind of music anymore. I mean, it is bad. Yeah, I know. TJ says Free Beer and Hot Wings is syndicated. Yeah, I know. They're out of Michigan, and they're hilarious. I mean, they really are. They're really, really funny. I listen to them every morning, and I literally laugh out loud. LOL on my way to work every morning. I mean, they're funny. They really are. And I don't care I don't care who picks them up here, but that's what I listen to in the morning. But other than that, radio's pretty much crap. And the problem is, now, we have MP3 players. We have internet, and whatever songs we want to listen to, we can just listen to. That's why radio is struggling so bad, but talk radio is actually picking back up. Because we can listen to all the songs we want to listen to whenever we want. We just download them and hear them. We don't need some doofus on the radio to spin a record for us. That's easy. We can do that ourselves. We can put together our own mix. We can do, and it's all at the click of a button and easy. The only thing that people want to tune in for is intriguing, thought-provoking talk. Really, I mean, that's the only thing that's big for people anymore. I mean, music radio is going downhill, and it should, because it sucks. It's bad.